By the time you're seeing this video, it's probably going to be sometime in August. So we are going to be doing another set of ceiling fan installs in my townhouse. So we're going to start off in my bedroom. And if you notice, there is actually a little bit of change to this fan. Obviously, it's still the same 52-inch Gulf Coast Dixie Bell. But if you noticed, I put the barnwood blades on this fan. Well, there's a small little reason why, and I'll get to that in a few moments. But I mainly did this because I'm kind of trying out and seeing what blades would look good with this oil rub bronze. But in reality, you need to stay tuned for the next like 2 or 3 fans down, and I'll explain more. But honestly, it didn't turn out bad. It looks good, but I think the teak blades look better. But we'll go from there. In my closet, still have the 30-inch Fasco Vanity Fair. I'm not taking this down, and nor do I plan on taking this down at all. This fan is permanent and will not be removed. So now here, I will say stay tuned for a surprise, because this might actually happen. So we're gonna go to the back bedroom. The back bedroom, we still have the 48-inch Mega Fan spinner. This may be replaced. I'm not sure with what, but I have gotten a few fans recently. So stay tuned. I may be putting a hugger in here again. Who knows? But the Mega Fans is still pretty cool. Like, I really do like this fan. I'm not saying I don't. And honestly, spinners like this are just genuinely great fans. Especially when you have one of this magnitude that has a beefy motor in it. Like, this thing actually does pretty well. So, but like I said, I may replace it. Now, here is one that I just recently put up. I put this up the other day, as a matter of fact. And this is why I decided to use the teak blades off my bedroom fan. Because this combination of brass with a polished brass, or this combination of polished brass with teak arched end blades is by far perfect. Like, this thing is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, I don't even have any words. And that's the reason why I took the arched end teak blades off my bedroom fan. Now, I personally think the teak arched end blades look way better on this than the square tip. But like I said, I'm going to test out some blade options and see what I really like. But this turned out really good, and I'm pretty happy with it. This obviously is a 1997 Gulf Coast Dixie Bell, if I didn't mention that. Now we're gonna head downstairs. I still haven't put a fan here at the bottom of the hallway, but I've gonna probably try to toy with that at some point. It's just, there's a bunch of wires in there that I really do not want to mess with, to be honest with you. And same with this spot. Sorry about that. But in the dining room, we have the 52-inch brown Studio Series. Not a Passport 2, Studio Series. Get that right, y'all. Studio Series had this design patent before the Passport 2 was even in existence. But yeah, she's running beautifully. Now, I don't know yet for certain, but these two fans may be actually being one common fan. So now in the living room, we still have my 1987 Gulf Coast Dixie Belle. This fan is awesome. It's made by Sinlix. And ironically, the Studio Series is also from 1987. So this actually leads me to an explanation why I say this. You see this spot where there's two different fans running. Dual install. I may be toying with some stuff for a potential dual ceiling fan install. I don't really want to take this down. This is one of my favorite fans that I honestly own. It looks good. It's generic. It's somewhat generic, but it's a very powerful generic fan. I also don't want to take this one down, as this is a fan that I've been wanting for a very long time. If I do this dual install, stay tuned, because I may be doing my first dual install, but I have options until I actually want to pull off the dual install that I want to pull off. So this may be a dual Charleston install spot, which I am actually probably going to be pulling off. Can't say I don't hate it, because like I said, one of these two fans will be returning, but it's going to be in a different spot of this house. I had actually contemplating on putting this one in my bedroom, which would look flawless in there, but I would have to extend the wires and the down rod a little bit, which is fine. This probably would go in my back bedroom, as like I said, this is a fan that I really like, and so on and so forth. But like I said, stay tuned. Now to continue on with the rest of the house, we'll go to the garage. Still got the Sonica. I might take this down. I don't know. At this point, you might as well just say it's permanent, just because I've had it up for a while. And I meant to say Oneida, not Sonica, but they're the same thing, same shit, different toilet, basically. That one's from like 1990 something. I think 92. I don't remember. And then last but not least, we have my Gulf Coast outdoor patio fan. This thing is flawless. I will not replace this, as it is the perfect outdoor fan that I've been wanting. This is basically an outdoor version of the Dixie Belle, just with a ventless motor. And I love it. And I'm not even mad that I spent a little more than I wanted to on it, but honestly, for what I use it for, it's well worth it. So it's way better than the Minka that was out here. And the only thing I may do is shorten the blades a little bit. But otherwise else, she's a good fan. I love the spotlight. I love everything about it. But yeah. Anyways, this is Ginger Fan Studios here. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and take care.